date bang move for plane way not plane way mudi ko see hipa and na on the airport
me the house of Abisam is Saka no aeroplane there and where the answer no be aeroplane now 2 wings wings in back was through down and wires even the wings, you know. And this yanya jet fighters, Lumina Debbie. In November 43, Ella, woman drafted 10 of us from the unit. Now, or drafted me Harmond, Ibiokan, Granton, Amonu, Anoba, Crensil, Anefi, A.B. Mensa, Nunu, Ena Lomoti, Yanya 10 or draft 2 years. These were my colleagues. I free unit, you know. Yanya no draft 2 years. You call Bowman. And she, you call Takrade Harbor. 43 November. Ena, Yahoo, very big ship, troop carrier ship war of friend HMS Sakashia. And there were about 2,500 troops on board. And I just saw you call join November, no. 2 days later, no, ship, no, or 3. 2 days, the 2 days, the 3rd day, you drew Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone one natural harbor. And you quay. You were your excursion, walk chrome. A hilly place, Freetown, Debian Suto, Capitano. And your excursion, your bio. But strangely enough, following morning at 5:30, yes, sorry, from under the deck, you know. Who ships, baby. Young Kwani Eba, they did not shift the brain of troops, and no quite your name baby are troops. Look, ain't young Kwani Eko, Sierra Leone. Then so ships are ready to free Sierra Leone. 21 ships.
Wow.
21. We call that one Armada.
Okay, now you said your HML Sakashia had 2,500 troops
on board.
In the other 20 ships now a buy no not nipa say ne wom
meaning baby are going free. It was a surprise.
But did they get off from the ship?
No, the question is no, they were on board. Yahoo soldiers.
Okay.
Was ship, you know, so 20 ships. Yeah, they no come on 21. And because our submarine be free harbor no up here and through 1 hour cry na ships in your started blow boom 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 boom. Then we all set sail. Then ya 21 ships in convoy.
We now must saso.
Yes, saso near co. Now intermittently a woman who said 12 hurricane fighters. Those days, you know, military fighter planes were on fire, and then hurricane fighter planes. That was above our convoy.
It ship no calling na fighter plane.
You need baby one free. All of a sudden, 12 over our convoy, protecting our convoy. I came right hand side, you know. 2 destroyers and 1 big battleship on also cruiser on right hand side because me can't military me into me big battleship cruiser 2 destroyers on the right.
So throughout the journey,
the same thing on the left.
Throughout the journey, were you told where you were going to?
We knew we were going to India. That's all.
Okay.
Inti Tama ships look on a woman ships now blow boom boom boom. Then they all change course. Actually, we were going zigzag course. One day we were officer. Why don't we go straight? But we have been going zigzag course. One say, hey, the German submarine U-boats want to meet the America. They will overtake us. They will settle down and destroy all our ships with torpedoes.
Okay, now let's move on. How long did it take you to arrive in India?
6 weeks.
6 weeks.
Exactly. 6 weeks. So we arrived there December. December. From November until December, we arrived, end of December, we arrived.
Where in India?
In Bombay. I didn't very lengthy. Entering the Suez Canal and all that.
Because as I see about 1948, we are still around 1943.
Yes.
How many years Bombay, India, West African frontier force.
Yes.
More nature countries being Enamoko. You told us about Sierra Leone. Yes. Ships in Ibeka.
From Sierra Leone, we didn't go anywhere again. Ships in you go straight to Gibraltar. Ships in 21 ships. Now the Chino, Adonu, all the 20 ships will vanish into thin air. Baby, ships no copy.
Gibraltar.
Yes, like the way they came to Sierra Leone, unexpectedly. The same thing. Only our ship, HMS Secacia, we entered into the Mediterranean Sea. We sailed until we reached a port called Port Said in Egypt. Port Said. A very beautiful city. Very. And following day, we entered into the Suez Canal. Suez Canal, from Port Said to Port Suez, 100 miles. We sailed. The following day, then we stopped. All our troops on board, we were ferried by landing craft to the seaside to stretch our limbs, because from Takoradi, through ship Benache, to exercise our limbs, to be engaged in boxing, running, athletics, football.
What were you doing?
Immediately we are boxing.
We are boxing. Send Crawford and move boxing. Okay, so in Bombay, in India,
Bombay, we passed through very interesting. I'll make this short. Time I also Suez Canal. Yeah, we Suez Canal, enter into the Red Sea. Why historically, that's why I want to mention this.
The Red Sea.
Yeah, many people think that the sea is red. Historically, you enter into the Red Sea. Okay, sir. During Moses' time, now time Moses was Israelites from Egypt. Later on, King Pharaoh changed his mind into need troops or follow Israelites to rearrest them again. And Yankopo Moses instruction to raise his staff there Okrano into the sea parted into two. Okay. See the party into two. Tama is Egypt. Then the sea covered all of them. There were casualties and death. Because of bloodshed, into Red Sea.
Oh, okay.
And yes, I see they are red.
Oh, okay.
Same sea. Exactly.
I don't know, I'm afraid of Red Sea.
Red Sea, no.
Okay, all right. So, you perceive who says here, saying I'm started war, no, Second World War, no. Moko Hifa. Hifa na money omoko.
You need Japanese.
Money Japanese for
the most ferocious fighters in the world.
Hey, Japanese for
Jesus. What we have passed through, if I say, I will tell you, I'll write my life history, and when you buy it, You can't sleep. Even when your wife gives you a food, you prefer to read the book than the food.
Oh, wow. We can't wait to read it.
It's wonderful. What I will tell you, the way we fought them in our trenches and our brain got
Okay, so Mufi, West Africa, and now more joining other forces. Troops are muko na. Not British foreigners who were
not British. One more. We fought at different sectors in Burma. We were part of the 14th British Army. Our overall commander-in-chief was General Slim. Apart from General Wuna, 81st Division, General Stockwell, 82nd Division, where I belong, Brigadier Weston, all these people, and then General Giffard, 81st Division, they also. General Tottenham, also, 81st Division, but General Stockwell, 82nd Division.
You have such a good, great memory. Okay, wait now.
I've been blessed with retentive memory by God. There's no country in the world that I don't know the capital. My brother Derek here can bear me out. It is true. I beg you, if you like, you can test me by asking me any country.
I don't want to go there. How can I test? How can I test my father? No, I can't test you. But we are enjoying the history. I want you to tell us what do a year Bombay, Burma?
Yes, yeah, Drew Holland.
Babena, Yeka said, now you guys are going to fight.
Thank
and
you.
Who are you going to fight?
Thank
you. How are you going to see that these are your enemies and kill them? And Tokwanaba saying, how did you exchange fires or guns with the Japanese?
This is very intelligent question. Time I drew Bombay, following day, a huge man came, very huge with hairs, all the kids, and about 6'5". Not knowing that man, Brigadier E.W. Weston, honor during our fight, honor your brigade commander. He came and welcomed us. He encouraged us and told us to be brave. And to be brave. Time of a chair and of Time Brigadier Weston Okwero and Chebia 12 ambulances driven by Indian military, one captain, one lieutenant, to evacuate. Yeah, soldiers will be Yare on board our ship until Oba Yare follow. One by you, one ya. Now, about few yards from the harbor, train station war, and or far one, you don't call hospital. You who won't be. And Oma, yeah, breakfast. 6 o'clock. By 6:30 exactly, and then you have your fruit train started moving. You move, kaka. That was my first time, Mama, under a tunnel. Yeah, we continue our journey from 6:30 in the morning. You travel till about 8 o'clock in the night. Eventually, the train stopped. Or stop, now, so dark. Yeah, also, but we were protected by guides. Guides, because they were Nancy, for about 2 miles to a camp. 2 miles, you will have to walk very fast in front of the soldiers, then sit down. So, Tracia, now, one mobile, no, sorry. Kaka. A t-shirt, Obi Bisase. Oh, where are the Goko soldiers? Where are the Goko soldiers? Yes, yeah. Not doing that, our camp, Goko troops, your camp, offering Kumase company. A t-shirt within the vicinity, other troops, before one Nigerian troops, offering one camp, Sokoto company. And at the same distance, in Sierra Leone, Gambian troops they were training there. one camp no friend no Batos company. Into Kumasi company, Sokoto company, and Batos company. But Gokus, Kumasi company. On year share training now say. But to me training when you see the war you won't fear. Assault, we call it assault corps. Maneuvers. One more Nigerian troops, Sierra Leone, mixed together and then train. Time I bet there be an ambulance here. Nipa we were because the training was so rigorous, so much fearful.
Let me come in here. Your colleagues, ED, Okine, Krante, Krentel, Anefi, AB, Lomote. The 10 colleagues. Now no crying. Mukodu Yanona, were you guys together and now you separate team?
We were together and trained together.
And did any of your colleagues die in the?
No, we were so fortunate. As far as I know, because the sheriffs, mechanics, yeah, service American jeeps, Into Cranton, myself, and then Udiokai, the quartet battalion. What the Amonu, Prince, Numuso, for 2nd battalion. And first battalion, so called. They service, we service.
How many battalion are a Kwano?
Yeah, fine. Battalion, you were at least 6 because you were division, the first division comprised of 5th, 6th, and 7th battalion. Then the 2nd division comprised of 2nd and 3rd battalion where I belong.
Okay, Mamembre Moha. Did you shoot at the war? You, Private Joseph Harmond, did you shoot?
My brother Abeko, I want to tell you something today. So Jenny, Bisanu. Also, I killed 3 or 4 people. On war. You know, me catch you. So Freeland, I killed this man. I killed 3, 2, 4. Only thing is that he will smile. We were trained to kill. Either you kill or you will be killed.
So did you kill?
I did, but I cannot tell you precisely. I killed it. I killed 5. I killed 6. One more. Why I will say this? Only my actually, I want to tell you, the war started from India.
Okay. 1 0.
A big day is a bomber. No, the war started actually in India. All the British, good people, honest people can tell you that. Only Japanese, they conquer all the islands around Burma. The Burma was the main British base with all their troops. And they invaded the place. After finishing conquering all the islands like Singapore and all these areas.
Japanese conquered all these islands?
All the islands around.
Wow.
They conquer all.
Then Japanese are very strong.
They conquer all.
So how difficult was it to, fight and overpower the Japanese forces?
I want to tell you this. You see, after conquering all these things, then they turned their mind on Burma, the main British base. And chased them. They invaded the place, chased their troops, everything. Followed them. So the British run to India. It is a fact. It is a fact everybody knows. They dashed to India. They didn't stop. The Japanese followed them. They followed them and captured some of the border towns. They captured some. Like a Chiringa.
Hey, now tell us, we have read in some books, sir, Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
It is Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Yes.
Were bombed.
Yeah.
These 2 cities, like Accra and Kumasi.
Exactly. But the Japanese have 4 islands.
Okay, so who bombed Hiroshima and Nagasaki?
The Americans bombed Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
But were the Americans part of the war?
Of course, from the inception.
Mm-hmm.
Now Americans supply only war arms, machines to Britain.
Okay, now America force British for supply
war
ammunition, you know,
ammunition, tanks, and everything to them.
The armory.
Now Americans, they were not physically in the war.
Okay.
Until Japanese, America, this is Hawaii, Honolulu. Now American warships were and now Japanese could bomb American warships around 1940. They bombed and destroyed American ships. I didn't hear Americans here say, oh, if we have torches, now we will come fully into the war. That brought America into the war.
Okay, so the war was not between America and Japan, but because Japanese had bombed American, military base in Honolulu, America fought the supporting British for no.
Exactly. Now they enter into the war with their troops.
Wow.
You see, the Americans are afraid one more by war, but the Allies during the war, they were Britain, America, and Russia. Then the enemies were Germany, Italy, and Japan.
Okay, so Germany, Italy, Japan.
They were allies.
One group. Then America, Britain, and where?
Russia.
And Russia.
They were also against these people.
All right, stay right here for me. Okay, so you are listening to history, the oral history. The World War II, the Second World War. Germany, Italy, Japan on one side, America, Britain, and Russia on the other side. Who won the Second World War? Who won?
Britain won. The British allies, America, Britain, and Russia, they won the war. And it was the Russians that entered into Berlin first during the war. They conquered Italy. They entered into the city of Berlin, the Russian troops first.
Okay. Yamba and some Emma Private Joseph Harmond. So now, when did the war end? Which date?
It ended May 1945.
May 1945.
Yes. Actually, the war ended 1945.
1945.
But some of our 82nd troops, they stayed behind because some of the Japanese, though their main town, the government has surrendered, the troops in Burma, some of them refused. They said they won't surrender.
Hey.
So our 82nd troops, some were left for a mop-up to clear them, so that there will be peace.
Ex-military officer Derek Kobner. He's the project officer for the Royal Commonwealth Ex-Service League for Africa. Derek, Memo Akwaba. Your friend, Commander One. Thanks for supporting the Royal Commonwealth Ex-Service League as the project officer for Africa.
Yes.
And Private Joseph Harmond. Initiative on anti-rape funds. I know say one out the buy. You as a British soldier, ex-British soldier, Oko war, right?
Yes.
Which war?
Afghanistan. 2000 Afghanistan mainly, yes.
Which year?
Oh, I went in 2000 because 2008 and 2012.
2008, 2012.
Yes.
Afghanistan war, no a war between before.
Oh, it's the Afghan and what's called Taliban? More high just went there to make sure say we stabilize and bring peace into the country.
Now Taliban for any Iraq for Tokwa. We are there now maintaining peace. Samumu ko near Samumu a peacekeeping force of war. How do you ensure peace among them.
They are trying to take over the country, and you know, all they say on unlawful and ways be
Iti mo ko fight Taliban for
Taliban for the fight, Afghan for
mo ko fight. Iti wo ni Taliban for akoko. Thank you.
I returned 19. We were the first troops to arrive in the country. 1945 December, we arrived in the country.
So from December 1943.
No, 45.
No, when you left Gold Coast.
Yes, when I left.
You left November 1943.
Exactly.
And returned December 1945.
Exactly.
Congratulations. So, what did you bring back home?
Well, first of all, I feel very proud that we introduced the green battle dress into Ghana, into the Gold Coast. Our Gold Coast troops used to wear khaki uniform, but we were giving the bomber green dress, battle dress in the jungles.
Oh, okay. So the green camouflage
We brought it
uniform that the military, the armed forces are wearing today. They used to wear brown khaki.
Exactly. We used to. It was khaki. Everybody wore.
Oh, okay.
There was nothing like camouflage.
Inti, you are proud. Say, mona mode a camouflage green in bag.
Exactly. And then I have camouflage this thing.
Inti Ganya Sanka, soldier for Mushek brown khaki. Okay.
In the jungle.
Okay, so now you've arrived in Gold Coast, 1945 December.
Yes.
So how was life after the World War, 1945?
I'm glad to say that the governor of the Gold Coast was Sir Alan Burns. He came to the Arakan barracks where we were all stationed at Takoradi. I learned that this is where the electricity company is now. I don't know whether it's true, but this is where all of it was come. And there were a lot of people with 3 military bands. When you meet your brother, because I stayed in Takoradi in the army, many people knew me and my colleagues. When your brother, what about Kojo? So I'm sorry, Kojo couldn't make it.
Oh,
we left in the people. The whole area became like a mortuary. Everybody weeping.
Nti obia ba no abebusa se o me busuani we unhu no wo no.
So sorry, but we have left him behind. Onu se si awu. Na bibi wo ho a wo ye. Tama mi be konu na me ye yo ma me ni yire. Nti obisa me se mi sika nya mi se ye fa mi sika no ma mi nko wu a mi mami. Nti oja allotment. Oh baby allotment so wo akra.
Yeah, national lottery.
Na what you ask. Yeah, allotment.
Is that why they call it the Bremen Hall?
Bremen Hall no Nkrumah no di Peter Brown and buy. I'll be introduce you. I'll be starting.
Okay, lottery. All right.
Offering mortar.
Okay. So Private Joseph Harmond, you have returned to Gold Coast 1945. You stayed in Takoradi.
January 46, all of us were discharged. Now, Sana, discharged your baby sow if you want to continue in there. But all of us turned it down because
but I thought you were very passionate, determined.
I
want to be a soldier man.
Thank you. I know. But what we went through in the war.
The Uhu Yanintino.
And yes, we suffered sorrow, suffering, pain, and everything. Mamin Kabri Bincho. Tama Yaku, Falchino. Say, Ebia, Sonchi Dimipa, because there were enemies around on top of the trees. And snipers. If you are not careful, you will die. And it's a Sonchi Dua. All you have to do is, my hand, I urinate in my palm and drink it.
Oh no!
Of course, this is the truth I'm telling you. This was exactly.
Now
because you come out from your trench, you are a dead gunner. Enemies will spot you straight away and shoot you. Like my cousin, my own cousin, who we happened to bury 9 months ago, Mingle, he was with the signal regiment. Bomb buto ni signal wireless luso boom, and the yam in Amania, all the intestines came out.
Wow.
All the intestines, Obiano, they on your presence of mind, or still the shirt, or piano intestines, the share in you, and or the chichiri.
Wow.
Fortunately, the time I could teach no police station operations. Now one more operation, what 10 to me. Okay, you didn't quite. They managed to stitch all. Time I was back, then the enemies started bombarding our positions, shaking the whole ground, bombing at the same time, artillery, shelling our position. As I say,
1948. Mepacho enkoma yetwitwi se wo bibia opese wo de boa private Joseph Harmond. Ni momo number eye 059 396 3755 059 396 3755 059 396 3755.
Sanya meti he ne asema we bisa me no ama I feel very sad. Why? Tama every bomber by 1945 no 46 no they promise us heaven. One more promises say one be my pension increment in our salaries, everything will be happy. Then so from 1946 January, say Alan Best to buy governor to congratulate us, And that day, he shook hands with me, and I was very happy. Governor shaking hands with me that day. I said, "Your man," and he was so happy with me. And she, you back out, But they say, you back out. They gave us the promise. Say, one by my pension, BBR. From 1946, you try. We were patient. One man, until 48, from 46 to 48. Anna, Tama, no, General Secretary, no, Mr. Tamako, no, sorry, Sergeant Tamako. Now, was an elderly man, and a James Owusu, or a younger man. Until eventually, he left, and then James Owusu took over. Oh, baby, Independence Square. Because I was among those that planned it. I was young, but I was among. Baby, Independence Square.
The Independence Arch.
Oh, it's a labor office viewer.
Yeah, labor office. Oh.
Now, trees, under the trees, we met. Say, fair. One beside one mount.
It's one of a meeting.
Yeah, meeting. Under the trees. Say, fair. Few of us. Not many, because 210 of us went to the march to the castle. Then so very few. Oh, say few people no plan until we plan it. James also no secretary, general secretary. Until we decide that Sajajete will be the leader. Now James also we plan against it. Then we fix the date, 28th February. Say Yebeko. That time Nkrumah Museum no. Na museum no ni ho. Na 24th of every May, all the schools converge there. We call it Empire Day. Then we sports and everything there. They get prizes. China Kwame Nkrumah Museum no ba.
Was that the polo grounds?
Good. Polo, we call it polo grounds.
Polo ground.
Polo ground. This is what we call it. Thank you. You are right. Inchi, schools in Machi polo grounds. Yeah, match. I took part in the sport also, myself too. Inchi, Echi, now, so we decided to move. 8:30 sharp. Then you bedroom castle. We were 210 until you form line 777. Satana lorries in the it was a gravel road, no lateral, no asphalt road. Until you nantika crack. Come I drew crossroads. At time, no police follow, they were not educated. We call them gentle policemen. They tie potties around their leg with the red hat, Tarabush red hat. And now, one more confronters. They intercepted the war veteran. Yeah, mom will catch Lord that with their officer.
But no more before they were Gold Coasters.
Go Coast police. Go Coast police.
That's a one money and Gold Coast for.
Gold Coast for.
I'm almost stopping mono.
Stop here. Now Saturday they were lucky because we just arrived from the war and we were so brave. We don't care anything. We don't fear. Now say, Ebani say, you crature and no one single policeman will be standing on his feet. Now they were lucky. We were not carrying even penknife. No penknife. In the time I was not share, we say, oh why? We just want to send our petition to the governor. Governor Gira Christie. That time Alambel Gira Christie took over by then. Into Gira Christie, and we said, okay, the petition come back governor. What we say there be on prayer? Yeah, Qatar, actually we negotiated with them. Superintendent Emery, police officer, said, okay, let us select 10 men and then go with our petition. We don't care. We don't mind. The governor and the secretary, whoever will receive the petition, will be content with that. We will be happy. Yeah, this man was highly impervious to reason. Highly impervious to reason. Yeah, so we were compelled to scale down the number from 10 people to 5. But he was still adamant. They said, what? I said, now we have scaled it from 10 people to 5 just to accompany this.
So then what happened?
Then instead of negotiating with us, to pretend that everyone had the impudence, asked one of his sergeants to shoot. Oh, he managed order 3 times. Later on, we learned that the sergeant's name was Chokosi, Sergeant Chokosi. He gave the order, shoot 3 times. One. So this man was highly peeved, highly annoyed, and he grabbed the gun from the sergeant. The first man that he shot was Odati Lam on the front line. By then, I was in the second line, approximately 7 feet or so behind Sergeant Ajete.
It's not Sergeant Ajete Echi.
Me catch roll. My brother Abeku, a yaseme da fomo. Asema amikan na ya nibria sempa. Ana o shoot to that no. Baby amejira no nti me hu atipo. O call forward. O ye ni sasa. I say, but why? We are not carrying arms. O ye ni sasa. He shot him also. Oh! This highly infuriated Sergeant Jete being our leader. I saw when he moved. I saw when Superintendent Emery. Bullet now. Oku Ajete no. Say me sino anka minti ha ene. Anka minti ha America story we actually the nation. All the whole nation of Ghana. Oh, me who saw man sa? Oh yes, I know. Now, bubu, waku Ajete, waku Odate Lamte, and Atipo. After Ajete, or move forward, or person and come back, grab me together with the gun. Because we just came from the war. Nobody cares. Unfortunately for me, bullet now missing. And missing because I was standing directly behind him. And so, a cool.
Enti na wo gina
Ajete Echi just about 7 feet approximately.
Enti Ajete movie call Inspector Imro so no
a move no and the person be chill
person ji eni etuo ni nyina
but o shoot with them bubu waku we dada waku we so dada
Odate Lamte eni atibu
aka Ajete bubu and he killed all of them before my eyes. I saw all of them lying down. My God.
So what happened to the rest of the 210 men?
Thank you. This is what I want to tell you. And there was total confusion because Obian expected Salibesi. Until a man confusion about few of our men, 20% went to Otu Township, Otu Town. But 80% of us, including myself, as I'm saying, we all went to post office. That time, in the olden days, round about to be a
post office.
Then him. Into Bolivia, Yabehuso or Bano. Young Kulu, we will just grab him, throw him away, turn the car upside down and put fire inside.
Oh, wow!
This is how the 48 round started. Today I'm telling you the real story. I was there and I took part in it.
And what's say Niama?
And yes, Niama fine.
I think young fancy. Mami Busa, a ex-military officer and also the project officer of the British Commonwealth, of ex-servicemen. Eti your papa yi hwe bra wa bre ene enye nyankopon adom agro onti wiase
abi enukro ena enye ononko aso na aka ye be 110 a omotete across Ghana and the dem person be kana chiwa dwen baso ne say unsa 70 year 1948 route ne see year na other soldiers na bi wo Kumasi bi wo Accra bi wo Takra ne omo nyina na timi baaye nti as en cry for mo Accra no and a few no mo bo mo ho ano the better training say omo yes a match no ono na say atin say na aka no but p now yes
okay match ne there survivor of the match but ex serviceman
you be cry the 100 crab ba ko be di birthday 30th of this month ba ko celebrating the birthday amano.
Okay, now says here yenimsa I don't know, in Chroma time, I stand to be corrected. Now, your Veteran Association of Ghana, your more places are yes, mom, Kofodia, your Legion Hall, your Legion Hall, your VAG for Hatakra near Sisi baby mom, or move to me the as a recreational center, baby. Do we still have these?
Yes, I say that's what I say. A Veterans Administration Ghana. Inti any omo na ye adwuma nti no omo ye under the Ministry of Defense.
Okay.
Omo no in charge of veterans affairs. So omo village no omo yi from opa bia de ko Amasaman.
Very good.
Amasaman ti Amasaman Legion village nti no every region bia no we have our own veteran village.
Omo setire mu te say.
Oh, say nyame adom through the help of Veterans Administration. E de omo kan Ministry of Defense nti no. They say nyame adom omo nya pension. Pension and things binya between 1,000 to 1,400 Ghana cedis a month. It is bad, but first nenye. But I say the nyame adom, so the ye kakra. And after through the Commonwealth and UK government, no person or be born to or more be £1,000 a year per person. And for the next 5 years, no no government UK buying for more £1,000, no, for the next 5 years. You can say so Geneva or course our Second World War ni no. So tiasen kwani it me verify no kwa dia sesika no obenya bi no wawusu so dia na se o ne yiri bi ete ho dia ne ehwe na ye no so di me nkrata ba ne ehwe na se ye ya na sa scan be kɔ ne ye no ho
right yambra private John Joseph Harmond you said the Queen Okochia Queen last year.
Yes.
Prince Harry and Meghan Oshiao, Oshia British Prime Minister.
Yes.
So one will expect so ne BBI a fire man. Uncle, say BBI a fire.
Yeah, fine. Brahma, baby, I made Dimitri better credit. Oh, can yeah. I'm not ashamed to say this. I don't own my own where I put my head.
You don't have a house of your own on your own.
I do not have it. We were family house.
What a family house?
Family house. Me can't create your.
Obi a waku di ama wiase waku ama Britain. Your friend is saying Russia near America.
Oh, can't create. Yeah, it's not shameful to speak the truth.
Let me read a letter June 20 from just 8 June. Dear Private Harmond, I was made aware of your 14-mile walk through the streets of Accra to raise money for frontline workers and vulnerable veterans, and it brought a huge smile to my face. I wanted to send you my congratulations and support for this admirable endeavor. Even at 95 years young, I imagine it was not an easy task. However, given the service and selflessness you have demonstrated throughout your life, it does not surprise me that you would take on a challenge such as this, and that you wanted to walk even more miles. As you said yourself, it is amazing. I understand you were inspired by Captain Tom Moore, just as we all have been. In these difficult, unsettling times, you have both set a fine example to the world. It is heartwarming reminder of the importance of service to others and caring for our communities, and that anything is possible if you set your mind to it. It was an honor and pleasure to meet you at the Field of Remembrance in London last year, and Megan and I send you our warmest regard. This is coming from Prince Harry, right?
Yes, aye.
Queen Elizabeth ne nana no.
Aye.
Prince Charles ba. Worry Megan. As you na Canada. On a Sunday letter. Na letter no kwa na buy.
Ah, letter no kwa na buy.
Letter no na buy.
Aye, sa abe say fundraising na egusi ya ye.
Okay.
Je be sure say ebi ana.
Obi tie ya fundraising na ye no ye de boa private Joseph Harmond and the worker or ye de aboa veterans 059 396 3755 or say baby odi ni tibetu onu ankase woni bi. So private Joseph Harmond, did you get married and do you have children?
I have children. Few of them in Europe at the moment, but I have twin daughters. They are married and so. But I stay. My wife is dead. I stay alone.
Your wife is dead.
Yes, and I stay alone.
I
stay alone, and I have stayed in the house for family for 85 years now.
You stayed in your family house for 85 years.
Exactly, and today it's not a shame.
Now me bow. Now some footballers cry kobo a friend say world tournament omon fa cup mba cry ye mom car. It wouldn't he
as at all.
It state Ghana government is yenya independence so ye ma ohwe.
Ye ma me hwe one cd cry one mama.
Kwame Nkrumah so ma hwe.
Nkrumah was removed unexpectedly. That time no na me I was in among them. Well, now say ano adibia a brew again a hammer mean to me in country.
Commander Derek Obna.
Yes.
And then I'll be catch a tif for near free and come to training baby.
I me catch a tif for say you see kind with your momo say bit me because enyo no kwa your other veterans almost more home so mo here momo and you are setting up momo number and you see kind no and you will go find me I say abeku or link in no we call abeg page and I say on one Instagram page private as in PTE_Harmond link in any mobile money ni bibia obey abutina donate ni na so wo ho and also call Guba Foundation and Forces Help Africa Foundation almost na yemi ni aka ma ye dwumadie ni ade no ntino okọ ho link ni bibia na ewo ho